Well, good afternoon, tubers. This little afternoon vape chat with Tim. What a difference a day makes, I guess we might want to title this one. I went down to Colorado Springs yesterday. I made that video. I was fully intending to find a job down there and live in the van. And late in the afternoon, I got an email from one of the employers that I had applied for up here in North Colorado, around where my buddy Smitty lives. And so I decided I would come back up here, since it doesn't matter. I'm living in the van anyway, and I've got a job. It's a convenience store position. It could be worse because it pays a quarter less an hour than what I was getting in Memphis, slinging a commercial weed whacker for 12 hours a day in the heat. So on that end of it, the pay is, not professional, but it's not bad. And I still have to live in the van, but I should be able to collect enough money in a few checks if I decide I want to dump it off into an apartment or something, or maybe a roommate situation. At least I'll have that option. In the meantime, I just need to keep the van running. And I think it's okay. There's some squeals and squeaks from when I replaced the belt and the air conditioner compressor. I'm not sure if maybe one of the other bearings, Lord, that's all I need, whatever the little bearing that keeps the pressure on the serpentine belt, or maybe the what else is there? Power steering pump, alternator, something like that. It might just be the belt. I don't know, but it's squealing a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it too much. It squealed all the way down to Colorado Springs and all the way back yesterday. So I didn't get home last night. Home being up here. Home is wherever my van and me are, but I didn't get back up to North Colorado until about, 10 o'clock last night. And I did the Walmart for the evening. Was no problem at all. I guess that's where I'm going to be rolling in every night and until I figure out something different or better or whatever. Right now I'm at every hobo's favorite office, free Wi-Fi from McDonald's, so I can upload this video when I'm done. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I've got food. I don't have any good place to cook. I don't have any cooking utensils yet. They'll have to be gas because I don't have any electric stuff. I ate McDonald's yesterday, and then I met a guy down in Colorado Springs that gave me a couple of, he had a couple extra burgers from Wendy's. It was kind of interesting because I'd ran into this guy. I was actually looking to try and find, what was I think it was Walmart I was trying to find, because I was about ready to, cash it in down there and make sure I knew, make sure that I knew where I was going to stay for the night. And I saw this guy, Wendy's right off it was Platt Avenue, I think, and I pulled in there, started talking to the guy, and I'm pretty sure he was homeless too, but he had a car, and he started telling me all the stuff about Colorado Springs, about all the services and everything, and he wrote all the stuff down for me and everything, and I was really in good shape to, like free showers, and if I needed free food or clothes or anything. Really the only thing I needed was a shower and maybe a place to stay, but I'm probably better off in the van than I would be in one of those greasy, rundown shelters. But anyway, the shower thing would have been nice, and just to have the backing and knowing, if I needed a pair of gloves or something, then I could get them. But I never got a chance to, obviously, because I got the email then later on, I never got a chance to check any of those places out. But he did take me over to the McDonald's anyway, because Wendy's didn't have any Wi-Fi, and that's what he was looking for too. But he went ahead and ate at Wendy's, or got his order at Wendy's, because he doesn't like McDonald's. And hence, that's how I ended up with 2 extra Wendy's hamburgers while I was sitting in the McDonald's parking lot, which is where I did upload the videos yesterday. But the interesting thing was that while I was sitting there doing the upload, a bunch of homeless people came in. I mean, McDonald's is probably home for that, I guess. Now, they weren't all looking for Wi-Fi. I think they were just looking for coffee or some place to be warm, because it was kind of cold last night. But there were 4 women, all of them over 40. The oldest one, Susan, was 55, and one of the younger ones was there with her husband. And because it took quite a while to upload the high definition video that I did, I think it was number 14, Daily Dose number 14. I was there for quite a while, and I got to know these people. I got to chat them up. I even got contact information on some of them, and it was interesting to hear what they were, how they were surviving and the different things. I asked the older woman, Susan, if she stayed at the shelter, and if not, why? Why not? And she said no, she didn't stay at the shelter because, it was too filthy. This is a woman that's sleeping in cardboard somewhere. I mean, I didn't, figure out where. It's probably, proprietary information, because 55-year-old woman living on the streets in Colorado Springs. And, but she was, pretty well spoken. It was obvious for the most part that each one of the individuals that I talked to had something a little bit off. Susan had been living on the streets since 2000. She apparently had some expertise in electrician. She was an electrician. She quite a rough-looking woman. She kind of looked like Willie Nelson. I think she gets mistaken for a guy, which is probably a good thing in the environment that she's in, to not, be obviously identifiable as a woman. But she was a sweetheart, and we did chat for quite a while. And I asked her about things like, well, what about the shelters and dogs? And I found out that they actually allow dogs in the shelter there in Colorado Springs. They have a kennel. So if I ended up in that situation, I wouldn't have to give up Bandit, which, is one of the things that I would never do. I don't expect that's going to happen. I got this job. Now, of course, I'm starting, the day after the pay period ends. It'll be a couple weeks before I actually get any money, and it's going to be, actually, I think next Wednesday before I really start working. I'm doing their little online training thing between now and then. And I spent about 4 hours on that today. But overall, it was just crazy because I had driven all the way down to Colorado Springs, like 120 miles, and then just about the time I was getting ready to bivouac for the night, found out that I had this job that I need to be at up here at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I sent back an email saying I'd be there, and then Bandit and I rolled up here, and like I said, stayed at the Walmart last night. But just want to let everybody know I did get a job. Now, we'll see how it goes. I can't imagine it's going to be that bad. I mean, it's just, convenience store work. And the pay is fine. I don't expect I'll get rich. I probably wouldn't be able to live here properly on this pay because it's such a inflated area. But under the circumstances that I find myself right now in the van, as long as I can not go crazy in this van, maybe I can put some money in the bank in my pocket somewhere, so that I'm at zero basically, and I just I don't like to be nervous about the van breaking, and I hear a little squeak or something. I'd like to have a few $100 always in some kind of emergency fund. Right now I have so little that it's a nerve-wracking situation. I mean, I've been very, very lucky, and I've been very blessed by all the people that have helped me. But I haven't gotten, full, fat, and happy off of any of those donations. They've all gone to, gas to get me here, or, fixing the van to get me here. And I just don't want to be so close to the edge. And I think I'm at the point now where if I can suffer through. It was 19 degrees last night. To be honest with you, it wasn't that bad. I didn't actually go to bed probably till about 11:30 or something, or 12, and I got up around 7. And the van stays warm for a few minutes, not long. You can feel the cold coming in just about the time you shut the van off. But I got plenty of covers and parkas and all kinds of stuff. I don't think that if it's 19, and of course now it's probably 55 out right now, and so I don't know how this is going to be when the cycle is cold in the day and cold at night, and so forth and so on, or if it gets perpetually 20. I don't know. I've been in this environment for such a long time, but at least overnight last night I didn't have any issues. So I just want to let everybody know that I did get a job, and that I'm not in Colorado Springs. It was a crazy day. I wish I would have known that this job was going to come through. I wouldn't have gone down there and wasted all that time and gas going back and forth, wear and tear. But I have no foresight. I couldn't sit around waiting. I have to keep trying to move forward. And so that if I'd have known, of course, I wouldn't have gone, but if I'd have got down there maybe and gotten the email earlier, then I might have spent more time sightseeing, getting some more pictures and stuff, because it's a beautiful place down there. I still would like to get to Colorado Springs at some point to retire or whatever, I think my final destination, somewhere in that area. But I have my girlfriend from Wisconsin is coming out here in June. We've been in contact, and things can change, and she might want to go somewhere else. We can find a better opportunity, but for right now we're good. Bandit's over here. Let's say hi to Bandit. Bandit, where you at, big boy? There's that big boy, huh? Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Yeah, he tucked in real tight with me last night because it was cold. But anyway, I'm out for now. Had a great day, just like every day. Y'all do the same.